questions, and then we will go from there. So, could you go ahead and give me a brief overview of you as a person, just in general?
Okay. I just graduated from the University of Portland, and I majored in organizational communication, with a focus in leadership and sustainability. I am very driven to experience the outdoors. I also have a strong focus on nutrition and living a healthy lifestyle, like all around the whole picture. Grew up in a small town, really focused on community and that kind of stuff.
Great. And what previous work or extracurricular activities have you had time that would prepare you for this sort of position?
I think probably on there I've been a bartender and a barista. So I've worked in the service industry of customer service and that kind of thing. And dealing with customers, happy ones and ones that have issues, and that kind of communication that takes place between customers and
Okay. Well then, that takes me to another question. If a customer were to come into the shop and confront you and say one of our pies were undercooked, what action would you take in this situation?
If they had the pie in hand and this pie is undercooked, I don't want it, this is terrible, I would take the pie back and I'm really sorry that happened to you. Is there something I can do if they would like a new one? But then also the other side of that is sometimes you can't just give away free product all the time. So it would be a balance between just kind of deciding the situation, and if the customer was, if the customer was really angry, I would listen, let them spill their anger on me, okay, I'm really sorry that happened. Just make sure they feel like they're listened to, and then if they still had a problem and wanted to talk to a manager, I would go to a manager if that's what they felt was necessary. But I would obviously try to handle it myself first.
All right. And you mentioned earlier that you lived in a small town. Community was very important to you. One of our main goals at Uppercrust Bakery is to maintain that sense of community, not only with our customers, but with the people that we interact with on the business level. So say we like to develop relationships with local organic farmers, and part of the job is you visit these farms and you develop the relationships with the farmers. Can you go ahead and explain how you would cultivate your own relationships with these business partners?
Well, if I'm there visiting, I would, sit and have a conversation with them, not only about our business that we're doing with them, but as well as, what they're doing with their farm and things they're excited about, and create a relationship beyond the business, so that it feels like we're more than just business partners, we're friends, or colleagues.
And as an Uppercrust employee, what would you expect from the management?
I would expect a common schedule, just because I've had an issue with this in the past, like a set schedule, I work these hours every week, nothing changes. I would respect and, if I have an issue that I'm heard and hopefully addressed, and just friendly interactions. It's a business, so I don't know, if you're interacting with your employees well, people would also interact with their customers well, so it's just kind of all around, kind of shows the quality of the management.
All right, thank you. And just as a follow-up with that, I can tell from your answer that you really base your work on organization. Can you give me an example of when you've had to balance organization and prioritizing duties in the workplace?
Organization and prioritizing duties. I guess, for example, when I've been bartending, sometimes if it's really busy, we get backed up on keeping things looking really nice, keeping dishes put away. So you make sure that your customers are happy, and then try and get to the more organized stuff when you can. And just try and keep up with it, in between, I'll go get someone's order, put it in, do a couple dishes, and then keep going on. So prioritizing customer service, and then getting to the organization stuff as you can. And then of course, once it slows down, you can catch up on keeping stuff organized.
Well, is there any questions or concerns that you'd like me to answer for you?
Yeah, I had one question about, I read on your webpage that you guys do some more outreach stuff with, I think it mentioned schools. I was curious what that would entail.
Right. So we have a program with the public schools where we'll go into the community and we will educate the school children and some community members about proper nutrition. And I know one misconception is as a pie shop, that may seem as a bit of a hindrance, but really since our pies do promote organic and all natural ingredients, we also like to promote healthy eating habits and styles, as well as a general understanding of basic nutrition. So that's what we do for those programs.
Very cool. And the position that I'm applying for, would I be involved in that?
Yes, every employee at uppercrust is involved with that, so we
Very
will
cool.
give you some chances to work with the youth as well.
Yeah, cool.
So, well, thank you very much, Carrie. We interviewed a few people, so we will be getting in contact with you soon about our decision.
Okay.
I was very glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.